What's going on YouTube? Nate the Great back at it again, and it's time for another chess session. Um, I have to say this was one of my best chess sessions in a very long time. Um, but obviously starting off with just the bar for a quick set of 20, and following that up with, as always, 95 pounds for a quick set of 15. But the reason today was so good is because I actually managed to hit my 1 rep max, 185. And in all honesty, I could have gone further, but that wasn't the goal of the workout. But it's promising for future sessions. Right there, you saw I did 135 for a real easy set of 5, and that's when I decided, you know what, I'm going to go heavier than I would have today, because this week is going to be a follow-up to last week's 3x3 sessions. Obviously, the goal being to increase the weight. Now, backtracking just a little bit, when I hit 135 for 5, I felt relatively strong, which is strange for me on a bench day. And so rather than just going up 20 pounds to 155 like I had the week prior, I decided I'd go up to 165. And when I hit 165 and it was very easy, I decided to go up to 185. And 185, generally speaking, for me is a rather difficult 1 rep max. But today it felt like butter. I honestly could have probably hit 190, maybe even 195 for a single. So that's promising. We'll see what next week holds. But as I did last week, I dropped down to 90% based on the 1 rep at 185 that I'd done. So I did 3 sets of 165. And aside from a minor form hiccup towards the end, was relatively easy. I felt very confident in it. And then after that, we switched up the formula just a little bit. Rather than doing just regular old incline dumbbell pressing for 3 sets of 12 or 3 sets of whatever, I did a sort of a drop set, not a drop in weight, but a drop in the incline of the bench, starting off at a 45-degree angle, then dropping it down to about 30-ish, 25, 30, somewhere in the middle, and then dropping it down to flat. And here I'm doing 40-pound dumbbells for sets of 12 for each of the quote-unquote drop sets. And I ended up doing this for 3 sets, but on the very last set, I got to flat bench and failed the 10th rep. So you see even here, you can see I'm struggling with it just a little bit, just because of the volume of the workout. And honestly, I actually remembered that exercise. I don't remember what video it was. It was recent. I talked about a bicep exercise that I had gotten from bodybuilding.com, their quote-unquote Wolverine workout, and it reminded me of the drop bench set. And so I decided I'd throw that in this week. And to be quite honest, it absolutely thrashed my chest because it hits it from so many different angles. But after that monster of an exercise, moved on to the same old front and side raise superset. And then moved on to some light skull crushers with a flat 45-pound bar for 3 sets of 12. And I say light because it normally would be, but due to the volume of the pressing movement that I had been doing previous, it felt pretty rough. But following up at the end of the workout, as always, doing calf extensions with 132 pounds for 20 reps on each leg. Nothing too spectacular. But But most importantly is the bicep movement that I chose to do next. Nothing fancy, just easy curl, just the easy curl bar. But I decided to do some heavy ass cheek curls, and I say heavy ass cheek curls because you'll see here. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that movement of my upper body, kind of swinging my hips into it. And the purpose of that is because normally I have rarely decently good form, and so the purpose of overloading it is trying to gain some strength because my biceps are fairly weak. But that does it for this video, guys. You can check me out on Twitter and Instagram at Nate the Great Harmon, and I will see you all in the next video.